Rapid Fire Quiz on 104.1 KRBE.
Let the games begin. Roula is the reigning champ. Will she be able to do it 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, I'm wearing the necklace for good luck. Hopefully I can hold on to it for another
It's
week.
so blinding.
Yay,
Goodness.
it's so big. If you follow us at KRBE on everything digital, you'll see what it actually looks like, the necklace that we got. And here's what you're trying to win. You're trying to win Sugarland Space Cowboys tickets.
Nice.
They're taking on Albuquerque April the 8th at Constellation Field. We've got 5 people standing by. Mandy, Lisa, Cynthia, Eva, Ahmad.
Eva, sorry.
And Jessica. Those are the 5 contestants, hoping that one of us will win this game for them. It is 3 rounds. It's 5 of us in the beginning. 2 of us are eliminated in the first round. Then we go to the next round. Then we go to the finals. And somewhere in there, we kill our friendships. We kill our friendships for 20 minutes.
Here we go.
What's the order?
I start, I guess.
All right, the order is Eric, followed by Special K, followed by Sam, Ahmad, and then Roula, since she's the reigning champ.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
75 seconds in round 1. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
No.
Maybe.
Sam's
Let's
going to win this.
All right, here we go. Eric, in 3, 2, 1. Eric, this Batman Forever star just
Val
passed away.
Kilmer.
Kevin, what part of the body does a podiatrist take care of?
Your feet.
Sam, celebrities walk on this colored carpet at award shows.
Red carpet.
Ahmad, on this TLC show, brides look at gowns.
Bride. Say yes to the dress.
Yes. Roula.
Yeah.
I was repeating
state
the question.
grows almost a third of all potatoes.
Idaho.
Eric, how many senators are there in a U.S. Senate?
50.
Kevin, this
100 and some.
polo clothing designer's real name is Ralph Lipschitz. What is his real name?
Ralph Lauren.
Or stage
What?
name, yes.
His fake name? What?
Sam, Rob Lowe films this game show in Ireland.
Oh, that's easy.
Ahmad, what is the name of Scooby-Doo's van?
The Mystery Machine.
Rolla, what temperature does water boil at in Fahrenheit?
212.
Eric, in the Rocky film series, what is Rocky's last name?
Rocky Balboa.
Kevin, in 1930, Toll House accidentally created this cookie.
The chocolate chip cookie.
Sam, Scrat is an animated squirrel in this film series. Ahmad, what is the... Ice Age. Ice Age.
Y'all suck.
Okay,
and
1
it's
point Ahmad, 1 point Sam.
stumbling, Junior. God dang.
Because that's your fault because you went off on
You said
screwed yourself.
bride.
You said the first word
Yeah.
was wrong.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah.
All right, so Sam and Ahmad, you are eliminated.
Oh,
And we
well.
go on to the next round because Sam had the last question and Ahmad did not have time and he's out. I get the next question
Start
for the
with
second
Rolla.
round. So Jessica's in it, Cynthia's in it, and Mandy's still in it. Let's see who wins.
All right, here we go, Rolla. In 3.
This would be your question, Ahmad. If you
Yeah.
know this, you'd be like, oh.
Stop
It's like
asking.
in Vegas when you're like, oh, that would have been my
Yeah,
card.
I always say
That was my
Just
card in
hurting him.
blackjack. All right, let's go.
Okay, here we go. Rolla, in 3, 2, 1. Rolla, on what date is Halloween?
October 31st.
Eric, what is the first letter of the Greek alphabet?
Alpha A.
Kevin, this movie about a killer shark just turned 50 years old.
Jaws.
Rolla, what country produces champagne?
France.
Eric, what children's story had 2 kids leaving breadcrumbs on a trail?
Hansel and Gretel.
Kevin, what force was discovered and named by Sir Isaac Newton in 1665?
The Big Forest.
Rolla, top secret Nevada government base associated with extraterrestrials.
Area 51.
Eric, who is Shrek's wife?
Verona or Verona?
Oh my gosh.
Kevin, metal straightening wires placed on the teeth.
Braces.
Rolla, what game show or what game has pawns, rooks, and a queen?
Chess.
Eric, Japanese animation aimed at adults.
Anime.
Kevin, what age do you have to be to see an R-rated movie without a parent?
18.
17. Sorry.
Time.
No point
So
there.
Kevin's out. 2 points there. 3 points
17?
Eric. 4
Oh, yeah.
points me.
17. 17.
17 and up
Three,
is
three.
R-rated.
Oh.
So Kevin did not get that
Kev's
point.
out.
R-rated
He's
for
out.
mature.
So it's
Yeah.
That's me.
Gravity was the force discovered.
What was it?
Oh
What was
my
the
God.
question?
It sounded like you said forest.
Yeah.
You said forest.
I said,
you said
what force was
It's
discovered and
gravity.
named
But I
by
was
Sir
like,
Isaac Newton?
I was thinking gravity.
Yeah, gravity.
but he said
I
the
thought
word
he said
forest.
I did not say forest. I
Because
said
when you
force.
said forest, I go, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I was like, what
The
forest is
big
he?
forest.
What force?
That's why I
The
said the
force of gravity.
forest.
The big forest.
I should get that one then.
Well, I mean, the famous, all we know is him is the apple and gravity.
Force. Yes, Newton.
And Fig
Gravity.
Newtons.
Oh my gosh, I would have totally got that. I was like, I didn't know he found a forest.
I know.
Actually, that's a
That's
good point,
everything.
Kevin, because he was under the tree. And if Ryan's asking you what forest, I go, we supposed to know what forest he was in?
Force.
man.
Forest.
I say
Anyway.
let him in.
Oh, you wanted a three-way?
You want him in?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad because that would suck. I'd be
Forest.
mad. I mean, that does suck.
That's a stretch.
You guys vote. Everyone vote. I say
All I
he's
know
in.
is that if it was me, he would never be fighting for
No.
this. There's no way.
I don't.
He'd never
And
be
he
fighting
just
for
wants
me.
bragging rights if he wins. So I say no Special K. Eric would be like,
Sorry,
see, I
Kev.
let you in and I still beat your ass.
Ahmad's right.
I'm sorry,
That's
Kev. I wanted
throw in
you
your
in, buddy.
face.
Thanks.
Remember that.
I mean, I guess it'd be okay. I don't know.
No.
Right.
You want to let him in or not?
I say yes. Sam says no.
Ahmad says no.
Well,
Is
no,
it to
that's
me or
just-
Ryan?
Ryan,
I mean, I'm letting you guys. I don't want to be
Ryan
yelled at.
doesn't have a
you
vote.
want him in or not?
I don't want to.
Yeah, but then we could be
No,
tied.
for time principle, I'm going to say no. Y'all would never help me out. Just move on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Y'all would never help me out. Let's go.
All right.
Sorry, Kev.
Who goes
Championship round,
first?
let's go.
Who goes first?
It would be me because Kevin ran out of time last question.
Okay.
Oh, everyone heard Forrest on the text messages.
Let him in then.
Nope.
Just let him in.
He said
Wow.
no, so.
The tribe has spoken.
Yes. We have extinguished that flame.
Just the last 700 text
Flame,
messages.
it's gone.
Just let him in.
No flame in. Let's do it.
You sure
Okay.
you don't want him in then?
Nope.
All right. All right, here we go, Roula. In 3, 2, 1. Roula, famous artist who painted a Campbell soup can.
Andy Warhol.
Eric, do snakes have a skeleton?
Yes.
Roula, what is the chemical formula for water?
H2O.
Eric, tango, waltz, and twist are all forms of this.
Ballroom dancing.
Roula, what country is the panda bear from?
China.
Eric, a mathematical game of filling in a grid with numbers from 1 to 9.
Sudoku.
Roula, what was the forbidden fruit for Adam and Eve
Apple.
in the Okay. Eric, comedian Steve Martin plays which musical instrument?
A banjo.
Roula, you get this little blue book stamp to travel outside the U.S.
Passport.
Eric, yellow fatty sticks made by churning cream.
I don't know what that means.
Butter.
Roula,
Oh,
what is
sticks.
the longest running animated series?
The Simpsons.
Eric, bread filling shoved inside a turkey.
Eric?
What? I don't know. Crumbs.
Oh my God. Okay,
Roula,
Nate.
what famous building is located at
Time.
1600
Time.
Pennsylvania?
Time.
Avenue?
It's the White House, but I win. 6 points, I win.
Oh,
Eric
a
got 4.
twofer.
What?
A twofer.
I don't even know what it
What
was.
happened stuffing? Why were you listening?
I was laughing. That's all Sam.
I'm going to pull the audio
That's
of
so
Ryan.
Butter.
All right.
I told you could play, Kevin.
That's fine. I'm going to pull the audio and have it as one of my drops.
Cynthia, congratulations. You're going to see the Space Cowboys.
Kind of a cheating.
job.
April
Sorry,
the
Kev, I had you
8th. You will be there at Constellation Field, and thank you for that.
Remember
I get
that,
to
Kev.
keep my necklace on.
Oh, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to take that one to the end of the year.
Yep. Remember who took you out?
Gosh.
I wanted you in there.
Oh, so you guys are
One
forming
time.
an alliance
Now
or
we're
something?
survivor
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
okay.
we're on Yellow Jackets now. Me and Ahmad and Sam over here playing how to eat you.
Exactly.
We're going to plan how to eat you.
Uh-huh.
You guys are just trying to eliminate us, and we're trying to plan which part of you is the most tender.
You guys out.
Cynthia, hang on the line. We'll
Icky.
get your information. Congratulations. Yay. Can I play my song, Sam? I get
Yeah.
2 in a row,
No,
baby.
we don't really want
Let's
to.
go, Sam.
We got no time. Boring. Lame. Boring.
Eric, I don't say that over your stupid wrestling song. Who doesn't have a smile on their face when Greek songs are on at the sports games?
Might have to. Listeners.
I think
They
I
play
think if I
that.
was at an Astros game and that came on, I'd be like, "What the hell is
No, they
happening?"
always play the Zorba at Rockets games. They always
They
play
do?
Zorba. Yes, they do.
No, they won't.
Yes,
That
they
was
do.
Shingun. Shingun's not going to let that happen.
Yo, they always
Don't
play
you have
the beginning of Zorba at
rivalry with,
Rockets games and
Turks and
basketball
Greeks?
games. It just depends on who told you what, when, and how. Who told you what, when, and how. Say, you can't be with him. You are Greek. He is Turk. Oh, well, yeah.
Makes it hotter.
Whatever.
Right? When people tell you you can't be with somebody, that's when you want to be with them.
Yeah, people always want the things they can't have.
Coming up next, are you with someone you were told you can't be with?
Oh, yeah.
Because of history? No, it's Roula's relationship roulette. That's not the question. Here's the question. I know it's such a contradictory thing when you really think of the concept of the question, but it happens all the time. A man will sleep with you, but does he like you? How stupid does that question sound? I mean, he's sleeping with you. He must like you. No. How many women in history were like, I don't know, we slept together, but does he like me? Well, you think obviously, Doug, because he slept with you, but no. Some men will just sleep with you, and they really don't care for you. They just want to pass some time,
have some fun,
and have some fun.
They like you that way, but that's not.
So how do you know
Oh.
that the guy who's sleeping with you actually likes you, or he's just using you for a good time?
Yeah, is there a way to tell? Because that's something you want to teach, like your girls as they
your
get older in
daughters,
college
yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. And
So it's more like an ask the guys, or maybe ladies out there
I
who
think
had
girls
this happen
would
to
know.
them now know the difference. So anybody can answer this question. How do you know the man that is sleeping with you actually likes you, or he's just using you for a good time?
How would they know?
833-390-KRBE is our phone number. We'll talk about it next on the Roula and Ryan Show with it.
That's not it. That's Roulette. Supposed to be Roula's relationship
This
roulette.
character.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about relationships today on Roulila.
When a man is
Who
with
loves you?
Let's
How
just
do you
get
know
into
they love you?
Hold on. Give me
relationship
3,
roulette.
2, 1.
Yeah.
Fantasy ring, y'all.
We can put a techno beat behind this. Spin the wheel, find out what's the deal. It's Roula's relationship roulette on KRB.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, my friends, here we go. It is 833-390-KRBE. And the question we need you to answer is, how do you know when a man actually likes you, even though you guys are sleeping together? I know that sounds stupid to ask, but it happens to so many people because you could agree to be together physically when you still have questions as to where are you standing in this situation?
Yeah, there are plenty of
It's not even a
guys.
relationship yet.
They just want to hit it and quit it.
Or maybe you do.
Or just keep
but
hitting it.
you don't know if he is really into you as a person or just wants to get.
It's kind of like booty
there.
calls. Booty calls are pretty much you're not really like.
You're just there for a good time. All right. Let's go to Becky on the line at 833-390-5723.
Good morning.
Hi, Becky.
Morning.
Hey,
Morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your
I
answer
would
for that?
I would say afterwards, while you're still in bed, that if he wants to chit chat, and kind of, have conversations about what you might be interested in, and just everyday stuff rather than just getting up and see you later type thing.
Yeah, I think that's the best way.
Talk about life.
Yeah, because a lot of times the
If
guys
he
just
wants
leave.
to actually lay in bed and have a conversation with you, just about maybe nothing, but just to hang out,
Mm-hmm.
He hangs out after the act, you're saying.
How long?
Yeah,
to
like
lay
not
out?
get up and leave right away.
Okay, now hold on a
10
second,
minutes?
Becky, because a man could do that.
He's looking at his watch.
Hold on,
Yeah.
real quick. Becky, a man could do that just to be able to set the scene for the next time he wants to have a good time. Isn't there something to be
Yeah.
said about what happens in between the good times in real life? Like, does he text you?
Do you guys go
see
out?
each other ever? Does he care about you
I
in
don't
general?
know. I don't know. From what I've heard, like a lot of guys, like when they're working, they're like work mode, and they're not really thinking about, should I text her this afternoon and hope she has a good day, blah blah blah. Some guys are like that, and others like, hey, when I have time, I'll call you and we'll get together or whatever.
Motor call. Motor
All
call.
right.
Motor call. All right. So Becky says if he hangs out after the act, it's more than just the act that he's looking for.
Okay,
that makes
Josh
sense.
is up next at 833-390-KRBE. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
Wait,
Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Wait, Josh. Do you have a sister named Nicole who recently moved here for a job?
No sisters. I'm
Okay,
the guy that
because
has the long distance
That was
relationship
Rose's
in
last
Dallas.
week.
Oh yeah.
You had a long distance relationship in Dallas.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying last
Yeah.
week's Rose's
Yeah.
was a guy who's named Josh, whose sister came
I remember
here.
you called in last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
But,
Okay, long distance
no,
Dallas
I was-
girl. Got it.
Yeah. So so one of my ex-girlfriends, she would sleep with a guy that she totally hated, and it was only because the
Action
sex
was
was
good.
good or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the action was good. Thank you. Sorry. And but me personally, like I can't do that. If I don't like you, if you're not even my friend, like no.
Man.
But if you know that a guy likes you afterwards, is if he keeps the same communication, keeps the same energy. But also, if you meet on Tinder, it's just a 50-50, if he does like you or if it's just for
Of
the
all the dating
action.
apps, is
Good
Tinder
point.
the most hookup-ishy? I'm making up a word here.
Personally, I've never had a lot of success on the dating apps. I don't know if it's just because I'm not patient enough or what, but Like, I like meeting people in, like, on Facebook and the groups and, like, the
Okay.
single groups and stuff and go to events and then, but, yeah, that's, I don't know, as far as the dating apps, for me personally.
Okay, real quick, Josh, since I have you on the phone, do men ever think this way after they slept with a girl, or is it just girls thinking this? Do men ever think after they slept with a woman, does she like me? Or does she just sleep with me because she wanted a good time? I feel like usually the girl is like, I don't know.
I think guys want that too, right?
No, I think there's a lot of girls
Yeah,
that think
I
like
mean,
dudes.
guys are human just like women, we have the same feelings, emotions, and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like, guys might be different, women might be a physical, deal. Like, does he like my body, da-da-da. Guys, it could be like, does she like what I, do or what I can provide and stuff like that. What is she, what is her real intentions, kind of deal.
And somebody said, oh, here's a solid answer. Why don't you just ask? Well, because we are still in a world where people are just not communicative, confrontational, don't want to know the answer. You both decided in the heat of the moment you're going to cross that threshold, and afterwards you're left with questions like, well, okay, that was fun, but is this going to happen again, or does this person like me?
Isn't that
so weird?
Yeah.
I don't know if any of the callers have this, but if you let them have an O first, then that means they like you.
Yeah.
Because they're
Okay.
actually not selfish.
Another
They
person
care about
said
you.
if-
They want you to have fun.
That's a good point. And another person on text said, if he has been inconvenienced by you and he still comes back around. And I asked him, what does that mean?
Inconvenienced, like what?
Take
He
you
had
there?
to drive too
Take you to the
far? or-
airport?
No, like if you change plans or something and then they have to go and switch it up or say like, hey, I
Well, yeah,
wanted to
I mean,
meet
if-
at 5, but unfortunately I'm staying late at work. Can we meet up at 7 at this place?
And they're
This is
still into
closer,"
it.
And they're still into
Well,
it.
yeah, you would
Yeah.
definitely, if you
Or,
cared
I
for the
can't
person,
tonight, but maybe tomorrow
that
we
wouldn't
do
matter.
that.
Yes.
That's a good test for you ladies to do that then.
Yeah. Oh, can't tonight.
Change up the plans at the
Sorry,
last
something
second.
came up. Can we do it tomorrow night, same time?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, I guess so. Yeah, that's fine. And be like, oh, okay. Because if he didn't like you, you'd be like, no, I can't.
I got
Yeah,
someone
like,
else
I'm
on
good.
Saturday night.
833-390-KRBE. We are asking the question for Roula's Relationship Roulette. If you're just tuning in, how do you know the difference between a guy who just likes to have a good time with you versus one who actually likes you? Meaning like in the bedroom. If you actually had a good time in the bedroom and that's all he's using you for, or he actually likes you as a person and that's why y'all are sleeping
And I
together.
still think there's nothing wrong with that if you both know it.
Right,
As
you
long
both
as you're
know.
honest and both going into the situation with the same shared
You're
expectations.
not lying to them, leading them on, saying things just to get some.
Grace is up next. Hi, Grace. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, what's your answer for this?
So I think personally, to tell if someone is interested in you and, more than just fun and play, if you ask them just simply like for a favor and their response would, give you everything you need to know kind of thing.
Like,
Because
what
if
kind of
they
favor?
care about you, even if it's like your friend, like, okay, for one, like if you're sleeping with them, obviously, they're probably more than your friend, but some, just that's casual things people do sometimes. And, but that doesn't mean that they're interested in you just because they're just having fun, So like, oh, hey, I need like gas or can you bring me lunch or something like, that's like a relationship status, like you don't just do that for, random hookups and stuff like that. So, yeah, like, and if you don't, but
Take my
it's
dry
like,
cleaning.
okay,
Did you
but
pay for my rent?
But you can show up at 12 at night, it's kind of, that kind of gives you your answer. Because, like, if a man likes you, he'll help take care of you. And if he doesn't, then, that kind of tells you.
That's good. If
And,
he
and
devotes
it's
time
vice
to you.
versa,
All right, I like that.
I feel like that's like a real Southern gentleman.
What?
Like to do gas and stuff like that. I would never ask a dude to
she says if he devotes time to you, if you ask him to do something that's like a favor. So
Like
something
it's
a
raining
lunch
out
thing,
and that's like, oh, my hair. Could you go gas my car up? Here's some cash for it.
I
would've
wouldn't
done
even
that.
ask my husband to do that.
Because you know the answer. Get it yourself, Sam.
You got to be really smart about what the favor is to know if he's willing to do it.
The way I do it, I'm like, oh, babe, you want to go to the gym? Why don't you take my car? And then,
And then there's no
You get
gas.
him to
Take my
drive.
car. Just take my car. That's how I get my
There's
gas
no
filled
gas.
up. He has to push it halfway
Lori's
there.
next.
He gets in the car and he's like, "Oh man, are you kidding me? It's on fumes."
I think he knows my
Move now.
Yeah, it happens more than
hi,
once.
welcome to
Every
Roula's
time.
Relationship Roulette. What's your answer for the question that we're asking about how a man likes you for you or just for the good times in the bedroom?
Well, hello, you all.
Hello.
Rula, happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Sam, have a fantastic maternity leave.
Thank you.
Get me closer.
And as far as the question goes, well, first of all, during that game, I heard Forrest. I'm just saying. I'm staring at my radio, and I was like, there is no Forrest named after Newton.
Yeah.
So,
but Kevin, now
I'm just
your
saying
forest,
that's
the word
exactly
forest
what I
for you,
heard.
Kevin,
Yeah,
is Butler for me. So now we should
I'm with
both
you.
have something.
But the only thing we know about that guy is gravity and Apple.
So had he said
Yeah,
gravity,
yeah.
he would have gotten the point. Okay, so the answer to
All right, now,
Anyway.
Rula, on to your question.
Yes.
I want this to be a warning
Okay.
to both men and women out there.
Ooh, tell us.
There are on both sides, men and women, who will woo you, wine you, dine you, give you awesome sex, all the while keeping up an entirely different agenda in their mind. This happens to wealthy people. They get conned into believing these things. And even if there is no history, like clean as a whistle, this guy's not a criminal, this woman's not a criminal, then you will not find out for years later until the IRS comes calling.
Sounds like
and
this
then
happened
you
to you,
find out the
Lori.
whole time.
This sounds very personal.
Your
Yeah.
bank accounts are gone.
Whoa.
Your
Lord.
social media has all been changed. Your business identity is gone.
Oh.
Are you a Netflix
So,
special?
just be mindful. There are long-term con artists out there,
Oh,
people.
yeah. They're in for the long con.
So that happened to you.
Yeah, the long con. And I'm telling you, even if the guy and the girl, they pass all the smell tests, they check all the boxes, I'm telling you, it could just come up on you.
So
So
how long were
everybody
you being
just be
conned
careful.
for?
Yeah, how
Lori?
long did you get conned for?
This happened to me. It started just like 2 years, and then I shut it down. I thought it was just, like my businesses, basic identity theft. But then it went into a whole nother realm.
Where'd you meet this
And
man,
I
Lori?
can't get into too much detail
Okay.
because
Still going?
Your impending litigation?
there are people still perpetrating fake businesses, fake social media accounts down there in Montrose and
sorry.
in the surrounding areas. So I'm just telling people.
Where did you meet him, Lori?
Can
I'm just
never
curious.
be too careful.
Yeah.
Say again, Rula?
Where did you meet him? I'm curious where you met this man that conned you.
I actually met him in Katy
In
as
person?
a neighbor.
Oh, in
Yes.
person you met him, not like on an app or something.
Yes,
Like through
yes,
a
yes,
friend?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. No.
No?
He was a
No.
neighbor.
No. Became great friends. Thought him and his friends were highly intelligent. And all the while they were just running scam after scam after scam.
Well, he probably was pursuing you. He could have just rented that house because he'd done his due diligence. When somebody just shows up and all of a sudden you're thinking, oh my God, they're my savior. Thank you, God. A lot of times they have sought this person out.
Especially if they're younger, too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's like a 38-year-old guy and the girl's like 59. You got to wonder, is that guy trying to just get a sugar mama?
No,
I need someone to clean out my cobwebs.
Yeah.
All right, Eloise, come down there, Eloise. Go look up what happened to Sir Isaac Newton in that forest. All right, Lord. It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. In sad news, guys, last night, right before I went to sleep, I got the message that Val Kilmer had passed away at the age of 65. And I knew he'd been battling throat cancer for a long time, but he had gotten past that. He actually passed from pneumonia. His daughter announced his passing last night, 65 years of age. And, we've talked about him over the years for many different reasons. We are fans of his work. Amazon Prime did a thing called I Am Val a couple of years ago where his son narrated the documentary for him because of the fact that he had the throat cancer and his voice box was destroyed. He couldn't really talk.
That's a good documentary, and it's kind of heartbreaking at the same time.
Yeah. But
Wait, why was it heartbreaking? Oh, because of his voice. Just the voice.
how he
Because we can't have him
deteriorated.
as an actor anymore the way we could.
Yeah, and what he had to endure.
Like
But I really enjoyed learning about his life.
Jim Morrison, when he played that role, he was.
I thought he was Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to me, Jim
That
Morrison
movie,
is Val Kilmer.
He was so good in it. I remember I got sick and I left the theater.
Why?
I don't know, maybe because of all just the way it was shot,
The
and
imagery.
drugs, and then maybe I ate something bad before. I don't know.
Stone
You
made
and-
that movie.
You and your whole
I think
history
it
of
was a Taco
bathroom
Bell.
insecurity.
Do you know how good
I just
he
remember
was?
watching it, like,
My gosh,
that's what my
Eric.
girlfriend, like, I'll be right back. But this movie was like so psychedelic at the time to me. It was
He actually did the singing
Yeah.
in that movie. That's how much he took on that character and sounded like him.
So he played Jim Morrison in The Doors, famously. He was Iceman in Top Gun, and then he was in Maverick. I love that they put him in Top Gun Maverick. Batman Forever, Tombstone, Heat, The Ghost in the Darkness, The Saint, Alexander, True Romance, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh, that was good too.
I didn't see that one.
Kiss Kiss Bang
Robert
Bang
Downey
is really
Jr.?
good. Yeah, him and Robert Downey. It was
Before he got back to where he was.
The
Before Iron Man.
voice of Kit the car in the resurrection of Knight Rider in
I didn't know
2008.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that
I
either.
could have swore something happened there. Did you ever look that up? I thought Will Arnett had to take over. 'Cause
It was
some
Val.
something I thought happened.
I guess we
I don't remember
I
them
know
bringing
it
back
started-
Knight Rider.
It was only
Who
one
was-
season. It lasted one season.
Oh, it was a TV
Yeah.
show.
Mhm.
Who
Lasted
was
one
who
season.
played Michael?
I don't know. But I remember it was early in our show. We were, I used to have sound clips from it.
Was it the
Kit
same-
would ask all sorts of weird questions.
Kit, was he the same voice as from Charlie's Angels?
No,
that's John
Forsythe.
Forsythe from
Okay.
Dynasty.
No, I think you're
Who
thinking
was
of the guy from
Charlie.
Magnum PI.
Oh, that's not him.
They got the mustache.
Yes.
The Tom
Yeah.
Selleck guy, his
Yes.
sidekick guy, the
The-
guy that is kind of like,
I
is he
know-
gay?
Wait,
if he
Wait, the
was.
little
no,
British
no,
guy, you
no,
mean?
I'm talking about when Kit with the
Was he
car.
the voice
The
of Kit?
original
Was
Kid
he the
was
voice
the
of Kit?
guy
I don't
who
know.
played in St. Elsewhere. He's still alive. I think I can't remember.
Oh, he kind of looked
his
like
name, something.
Was he the guy from Boy Meets World? Mr.
Oh, you're thinking of
Here,
two
let's look
different
it up.
men, but
I'll
they
find
sound
out.
the same and they both have mustaches.
Don't you have a drop? Don't you have a drop of Kit?
I did. I blew it out because it was Kit. It was Val Kilmer doing the voice. He goes,
Oh.
"Are you homosexual?" That's what he asked Michael. I used to have that drop.
Okay,
and I
listen to
blew
this,
it out.
Eric. It says Val Kilmer voiced Kit in the 2008 Knight Rider TV movie and the series, replacing Will Arnett, who was originally cast but had a conflict due to his voice work for General Motors.
Now, how do I remember that
That
crap?
conflicted with Kit being a Ford vehicle.
Yeah, the
Oh
kid-
Lord!
Wow, that's really
Now the
interesting. I
original
don't remember that
voice of
happening.
Kit was William Daniels.
Let me see.
Wait,
William
this
Daniels.
guy. He used to be in St. Elsewhere. He had a mustache.
Isn't that the guy from Boy
The guy
Meets
from
World?
Boy Meets World.
William
That's
Daniels.
I never watched that.
That's Professor.
Oh, I didn't
or the-
realize that.
Yeah.
The principal or whatever.
Yeah,
Feeney?
yeah, yeah.
Feeney?
Okay, as we go
Did
on.
you
our
watch that show, Boy Meets
I
World?
did, but I
He's-
can't. I'm drawing a blank.
This guy's still alive. He's 98.
Wow. Well, despite being a huge star, Val Kilmer stepped away from Hollywood in the 2000s to explore other interests and spend time with his family. In 2012, he said, "I don't have any regrets." It's an adage, but it's kind of true. Once you're a star, you're always a star. It's just at what level. He is survived by his 2 adult children, Mercedes and Jack. He had these kids with Joanne Whaley. I remember they were married for a long time. They were one of those hot Hollywood couples on the red carpet. 65 years of age. I'm really sad about that he didn't get to go
Isn't it
longer.
crazy? Like, think about it. I mean, he did a lot of movies there, but really over 40 years, it's not that many. But it means so much to us.
But what he
Right.
Like,
did
he's not working all that much.
Yeah.
was quality.
Just good stuff.
And if you watch the thing about I Am Val on Amazon Prime, when they did Top Gun, all those guys, they just thought it was a kitschy, like hunky movie. It was real dorky and like just silly and
They had no
hacky.
idea.
They had no idea it'd become a monstrous hit and they would become sex superstars because everyone wanted a fighter pilot after that.
I feel like he was humbled later on after being diagnosed and sick
dealing
and
with
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Because he was kind of cocky, even in that you could see him when he was trying out for stuff, and he thought he was a good looking
Theater
guy.
guy. I'm a
But he also
theater
had a
Theater, and a serious
reputation.
actor, but he was kind of difficult.
He had that reputation as being difficult on the set.
because he wanted it to be about the craft and the art form. And people are like, can you just lean into the
Yeah.
popcorn movie? You're Batman.
You heard of Batman.
You're Batman.
Cowl or whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
Paul Rudd is the guy who does not age in Hollywood. Can we all agree on that? Paul Rudd is in that circle of friends with John Stamos and Rob Lowe. And who else? There's one more that I was thinking of. They don't
Let's
age.
see.
And he seems to be a real nice guy.
Neil Patrick Harris doesn't age much either.
He doesn't. But we did, if you were an 80s kid, you remember him as a 12-year-old when he was Doogie
16,
Howser.
yeah.
But he was 16.
Yeah.
Was he playing a 12-year-old doctor?
I think he was 15. Or maybe he was 14, but I remember he got his license in one episode.
Oh, okay. Well, Paul Rudd said he's a nice guy, yes, but he can be mean. And there's one guy he can't stand.
Ooh, who's that?
And it's somebody that a lot of people have a beef with just because of the anxiety you feel when you visit this person, if it's a man.
Somebody on the Steelers?
Nope.
He's a Chiefs fan.
And he's a Chiefs fan. It's your dentist. It's your dentist. I like my dentist. Shout out to you, Dr. West. But a lot of people have anxiety and they don't like the dentist and they don't like going to the dentist. They don't like what the dentist is doing to them. Well, he said in his late 20s, after he was in Clueless, he had gone to a dentist and the dentist said, well, you need some, quote, preventative stuff. He didn't even say in the interview what the preventative stuff was. This doctor worked on his mouth and he said, this guy screwed up my teeth so badly.
Uh-oh.
It's one of those things that I carry around. I'm so furious. It is the only time I ever even went to this guy. I don't remember his name. If he's reading this, I hope he knows he's a terrible dentist.
Damn.
You're a terrible dentist. And he said, I like to try to be polite and I try and respect other people's times. Like show up on time, don't be a blank, and then that's it. But that dentist, he's terrible. They want him to know it.
This brings me up on that topic. Remember yesterday I was talking about like who has a job will you upsell? Because these dentists, like I always figure like, okay, the guy needs a new pool at his house. He probably tells everyone, hey guys, you need to make sure everyone gets this extra cleaning on their teeth.
Are you saying that dentists will try and sell you a bunch of products
I
that
just
you
in
don't
my head
need?
I started thinking, okay, they need they want a boat. So they're like, okay, it's $100,000 for a boat. If I do this for the whole year, if I get so many patients a week, give me an extra $5,000.
Eric, your teeth are crooked. You need Invisalign.
Yeah, listen, I'm waiting. Eric, I'm waiting for them.
It could be anyone. It could be a hairstylist. It could be
a
selling you
server
for,
in a restaurant.
for
You
that
get you a
stuff.
bottle of wine.
Like, oh, your hair's thinning. We have this product over here. You should use this. You'll look great with it. And guys will be like, okay.
We get it tomorrow. Because actually, Eric, I'm waiting for the
Spill
Netflix
beans.
special on dentistry and the upselling of dentistry for the unnecessary procedures, the way they did the thing about Mattress Firm. Remember how there's a mattress firm in every corner? Some corners have 2 mattress firms, and they're like, is this a cartel? Is this right?
There's the rumor going around back in the day.
All this.
How mattress stores, a lot of them are money laundering places.
Well, they were talking about just Mattress Firm in particular in this YouTube
Those aren't.
thing.
Because they
And-
would have found it by now if that was true.
Right.
That's not
But
true.
I want somebody to do a deep dive in dentistry like that. Like, we don't know. We have to believe you.
This
like
person-
for the car stuff, I don't know.
I'm a dentist, and we do like to help our patients. And I know you.
Hey, but believe it or not,
99% do.
parentheses.
Yeah.
It's hard when you can't. It's like cars. If you don't know vehicles,
You don't know your
you always
subject
hear
matter.
about. You
That's
take it
true.
in, and you get upcharged for something.
Yeah, I have no idea.
If you don't know something, they can get you.
Well, that's why you
Like the
should
pool
do
guy,
your
like
research.
you said, the pool guy, Eric. I don't know how to care for the pool equipment.
Your phalange is
And if
not
the
working
pool
on the
guy,
pool.
Yeah, if the phalange is out, it burned out. The phalange is burned out. I'd be like, well, I only know that's a fake word because of friends. But if he told me some other word, I'd be like, there's a guy that used to do our pool. He was like, oh, when the algae gets in there, it's over. You have acid algae cleaner in the pool. You got to drain your pool.
Do we have the same guy?
Yes.
And that guy came over, and he was in my pool trying to get the
what?
the calcium stuff on the pool.
buildup that gets on the
And he was
wall.
cleaning in there, and he
They
had
can't
these
scrub
tools.
it
It
off.
cost me $700.
And I'm like,
he
that
got it
thing
away,
is
and then
fakery.
2 weeks later,
It's
it was
back.
back. It was
That's
just
an
that was a money
imbalance in the
grab.
chemicals in your
Good
pool.
Lord.
That's
That
what
guy
causes
sucked.
that.
Yeah, if you don't know, you have to trust them, and they could be upselling you, and you have no idea. Waste of money, cha-ching.
It's like when you go to you pay gas and you go to that gas or wash your car, and you get 3 choices. You're like, do I want to spend $9.95?
Yeah, you want the $6, $9, or $10. What's the
premium.
difference?
12. And
Yeah.
then
It's all
most
the
people
same.
they know people are going to go for the middle one because they're like, well, this is $9, but this is $2
Right.
more,
Well-
and I feel like I get more. And that other one's $5 more. No way I'm going with that one.
And by the way, my favorite is I did that last time I was at Chevron. It says, do you want a car wash? I said, sure, there's pollen. So I pay for the car wash, and you have the code on the receipt, and I drive to where the car wash lane is. There's a cone there. Oh, it doesn't work.
Whoops.
And so I went inside. I go, hi, is that not working?
Yeah, why are you
yeah, it
guys
doesn't work.
offering this? then?
And I said, okay, well, I just paid for a car wash, and now I can't wash the car. Okay, well, let me check. And then she goes and talks to somebody in like the beer closet. Maybe nobody. Maybe nobody's even in there. And she said, no, it doesn't work. And then I said, well, what do I do now? And she goes, well, it's good for 14 days. Like I put that in my
Then you're gonna
phone
forget.
so I know
Yeah.
they have a 14-day
You have
code.
the code.
And once if it's not even fixed, then
Right.
Then
and
do they
did I
continue
keep
it?
the receipt or did I throw it away because it was trash?
I'm
take
sure
a
you
photo
threw it
of it.
away.
I'm going to have to go over there and be like, hey, y'all owe me a pollen wash. That's what I call it at this point.
You
pollen
can get
wash.
it washed, and you'll take it home, and the next day it'll be covered in pollen again.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's just a pollen rinse is what it is. Anyway, all right, that's a good topic for tomorrow, Eric. We could say who has a job where they have to upsell stuff because it benefits your pocket more if you get people to spend more.
They're incentivized.
And we don't know the
And
answer.
a lot of times it could be good stuff. I'm not saying they're ripping you off. Sometimes it's things that you could really use and it would work, but do you really need it?
Okay.
And don't go to people's private homes for dental work like we've seen on the news getting busted.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
Or
Sugar
med
Land
spas
full
out of their
Over
back
to Bob's
room.
house and get my teeth clean.
It's like, why do you want me to bite down this leather belt while you're doing medical procedures on my abdomen?
It's some Botox in your or that stuff in your butt, and they put cement in there.
Oh my God,
Oh,
terrible!
Lord.
All right, did y'all miss what happened on Closure today? Closure is when people come to us after a lot of times it's after some kind of a romantic connection, like they've had a couple of dates and the other person has ghosted them. It could be a variety of relationships, but this one today for Lisa was about a guy she had a couple of dates with, and she didn't know why he ghosted her. Boy, did we find out those answers, and you will too. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the Bell Furniture